Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of Otaku Gathering. With me today I have Temeth from Temeth TV and of course me, the host, with the other host, Carlin or the Deadly Tikka from Curry House Productions. Let's get started. I want to ask you straight away, what have you been watching?
Actually, this week I haven't been watching much anime. I've watched the anime that we both gave each other, like, over the week. I
Yes.
think it was, um,
Tsabusa's
yeah.
Chronicles.
That shows you just how much I actually like this show.
What,
It,
how,
it
carry on.
it's so boring.
That's the same
It
as my show.
There's no like attachment to the characters at the beginning.
Hmm.
There's so you meet you meet this guy. He gets home. Suddenly, this girl who apparently is the princess of where he lives
Yeah,
meets up with him, and you're like,
okay.
fine. And then suddenly, we cut to this crazy bloke who starts going on about this creepy stuff. Then lights come from this pyramid ruin type thing, and she gets wings. And
So
then the
she,
wings break, and then she falls apart, and like she just falls to the floor and is apparently dying, but
this
it's
does sound
lasting
shit.
weeks before she dies because
This
he's got to
sounds
go
bad.
from world to world to be able to make her survive.
Yeah, this doesn't sound good. I wouldn't want to
No.
watch it. I'll quickly explain how we got these shows. I got a show called Hiiro no Kakera, and it sucks. I finished the first season of it, but I'm going to watch the second. It's all on Crunchyroll for free as well.
Yeah.
So, and basically, we used random.org, got a number, and then entered it into my anime list, and it came up with the most popular shows from 1 to 5,000. Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it
then
was 5,000 at the beginning, and then because our host didn't particularly like the one that he got, plus he couldn't find all the ones
I couldn't
for his
watch it.
show.
I got bloody Moomin show. I couldn't. It was like 100 episodes long. I couldn't
What
find it all.
happened in the end was we gave him either that or he could have three more anime, and then it would pick again.
Hmm.
You were glad though because you actually had was it a hentai that was in your list?
Yeah, one of the shows I had was
The
a hentai,
second,
and I've never watched one before, so I was like, it'll be interesting. I mean, you know those manga one shot hentais where it's
yeah.
like a single volume or whatever. I always see those pop up in Mao on the side, like this is recommended for you, and I'm like, why is that recommended for me? I never read this shit. So I literally every time I see it, I'm like, I'm gonna go read that, and then I
Yeah,
do.
I get the same though for me on my Mal.
Yeah, it's
Um, it's just weird.
it's not too bad. But yeah, so what would you say? Show you was Sabusa's Chronicles. I
Yeah.
got Hiro no Kakura, and I cannot remember what our other friend got. But
Um, I've
oh,
actually got it here. He got
it was like
what was it?
Alice
Yeah,
Academy.
Alice Academy or Gakihen
Yeah,
Alice.
and that looked shit. Apart from it's actually really high rated on like a lot of anime websites and stuff. It's really high rated. I
Yeah,
was really surprised.
he was so lucky in that because if you had to roll again, which he had to, you got a slight penalty in which it went up to 9,000. I think it was
Yeah,
for us.
as much as it possibly could.
Yeah. So we did that, and unfortunately, he somehow still got 3,000.
He got like the lowest number we got the whole day. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But but no. So I watched all of Hiro no Kakura in about 4 days. I couldn't watch it like really quickly in one sitting. It was just so boring. I
Yeah.
I watched it dubbed as well, which was the biggest mistake for a couple of reasons. So the cast of the whole show is the same cast from Clannad. Like
Yeah.
It's got Akio, it's got Tomoya, Tomoyo, Nagisa. They're all in there. But
Yeah.
instead of being good, they just shit all of them. Like
Oh.
you know how over the top Akio is in Clannad,
Yeah.
and how funny he is as well when he's chasing after his wife and everything. Gone.
Yeah.
He never says anything funny. He speaks in the most monotone voice. And then the art style, right? So you get past the sound sucks. You're like, well, it looks kind of nice. But then they do little things that annoy me. Have you ever seen it in shows where they have hair that hangs down like this, right?
Yeah.
And what they do, instead of actually showing the hair, they like make it see-through so you can see their eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
They do that, and I hate that. I think it looks shit every time I see it. So they do that. Like anything that's covering the face, they just make it see-through so you can see it. And it's like, what's the point in drawing it if you're going to make it see-through? And then,
I mean,
yeah. But then one of my other problems, right? So I was talking about the dub. Most shows, when they make a dub, they will try and make the lip flaps match what they're saying. So they'll actually change
yeah, I
what it
remember
says.
you saying this.
They'll actually change what it says. That's
Yeah.
why people don't like dubs. And this dub did none of that. It just it wrote the words, it let the people
It
say
rammed
it,
it in.
and then literally the voice, the lip flaps will just be going and going and going and going, and they won't be saying anything. Or their lip flaps won't start and they'll be speaking. It looks so shit.
Oh, I've got to admit, I did not do that with Tsubasa Chronicles. Being, obviously an elitist jerk, I am, as I've been told. I watch most things in sub. I prefer it. I like the way that they speak.
Well, I do as well, because I use Crunchyroll pretty much for everything. They don't put a lot of dubs on there. But I wanted to watch it dubbed because it's not something I wanted to watch, so I wanted to be able to do other stuff as I watched it. But it drained the life out of me. It was so boring. Literally, you know shows where things happen, but they don't feel like they happen for a reason. They just happen. That's what this show's like. I hated it so bad.
I can top that. Like I was watching. I've not got that far into my show because it's that boring. It's one of these shows where it's like I have no real attachment to watch this show.
Yeah, that's exactly the same with me.
We went into this other realm in this episode, in the latest episode that I watched, and suddenly there was this fox thing that was coming out of him that was on fire.
Sounds like Okami. Did you ever play that game?
No.
Good game.
And then like the guy that he was there was two gangs, and one had like fiery attacks that they did, and then there was another gang which used like blue attacks.
Yeah.
And he beats up the guy with the fiery attacks, then goes over to. Then suddenly, like the fox thing's by his side, as the other gang leader just comes down and goes, "Well, this is going to be interesting," and suddenly spawns like this water manta ray type thing out, and it's like, "The hell is going on?"
It just everything just happens for no reason. It just happens when it wants to. But so you said to me the other day that you've not really been watching much, but you've been reading quite a bit.
Yeah, like I've really got into Blue Exorcist, so I've been reading that. I bought one of the chapters. I bought one of the little books.
Volumes,
yeah, one of the little volumes the other day due to the Waterstones, which is like our local bookshop in St. Neots, has actually closed down. So we no longer have the bookshop in my town.
Yeah.
So they were selling things on cheap, and I was like, oh, might as well buy one.
That's what I did the other day. I bought the first volume of Soul Taker the other day, and I spent like £8 on it, and then I found you could buy it on Amazon for like £4, and I was gutted. But
yeah.
So that's what you've been reading. Just Blue Exorcist. How far into it are you?
I'm quite a few chapters in now. I can't remember exactly. I've also been looking at other things and just reading the main three, which we'll be talking about later on.
That's one thing I find weird about you and Fox. You both, like, you start shows and then you don't carry on watching them. You'll just, like, you'll watch, like, an episode and be like, don't like this.
I flick it because then it gives me... If I don't particularly find anything interesting, I might come back to it later. Don't get me wrong, like, most of my animes I do finish off.
Yeah.
But I just... If it's not keeping my attention, then I'll go find something different and then come back to it at a later date when I can muster up the strength to read or watch it.
Well, that's the thing. I've only ever dropped 2 shows. I dropped Fist of the North Star, which is old in the animation and it looks the same every episode. And it's 109 episodes long or something, so I couldn't finish it. I got about 20 episodes in and was like, I'll put this on the back burner and watch it later. Watch it slowly kind of thing. And then the other show I dropped is one of your favourites, I think. Code Geass.
Yeah. Code Geass is up there. I like it.
It's a very good show.
It really is. I mean, there's only really one show I would say that I've stopped watching / dropped it completely, and that's Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail was my other one. I watched the first 50 episodes of Fairy Tail and dropped it.
It's just nothing really interesting for me there, and at the moment I have kind of dropped One Piece. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, but you still
I'm
read
reading
it,
so I know the storyline, but it's just pissed me off, as we'll get to later.
Well, I watched the last 2 episodes recently. I watched them both together because I'd missed it 2 weeks in a row. And I've missed this week's Naruto as well. I need to watch it after we finish this. So we can't even really discuss it. We'll just discuss how you hate it.
I can discuss how I hate this week's episode. How do I start?
Wait. We'll do this quickly before. So you said everything you watched and read this week, haven't you?
Yeah.
I said that I watched Hiiro no Kakera and I bought solely. I haven't opened it yet. Need to read it. I also bought 2 things the other day. I bought Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on DVD for like 30 quid, which isn't bad.
It's not bad at all.
I bought Akira on Blu-ray, which I've got Akira on DVD already, but on Blu-ray I imagine it's going to look amazing.
It will do. Sorry, I'm typing away as I do this.
Yeah, no problem.
But I really am into now buying a load of stuff. I'm looking at some really nice box sets.
Some of them look so nice. I was going to buy the entire Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT collection. And then I realised in the UK, so in America, you get these like really thick orange boxes. And they look awesome. They turn to the side and they make Shenron on them.
Yeah.
In England, don't do that. They're just normal DVD boxes. Motherfucker.
I tell you what, because there's a few that I'm looking at. I'm even looking at Supernatural, the anime series.
What's that? I've not heard of that.
It's pretty much Supernatural,
but animated.
Yeah, and it looks really cool.
I don't know. I always see like Sherlock Holmes anime and stuff. I'm like, I wonder if that's any good. If it's like the Marvel anime, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
But yeah. And
I'm just looking.
And then there's one other thing I ordered but hasn't come yet, which is No Longer Human, the manga.
Yeah.
I bought all 3 volumes for 15 quid, so they were about a £5 each, including packaging and posting and everything. They haven't come yet. I'm still waiting for them. But I've heard they're like the darkest and best manga out there. It's about a guy who gets into depression. His life spirals out of control, and then he kind of goes from there. Shows you how he dealt with it and everything. And it's supposed to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of those mangas I reckon I'll read in like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's some manga that I bomb through, and I can't help it, but I find them amazing, and they just go through. They don't go in my mouth, so usually I forget that I've read them and then read them again. I've done that multiple times. I quite like it. It gives me something to do.
You need to update your mail, because there's like shows on there that you've watched and you've not put them on there, and I always look like, oh, what's he? Nope, not done it.
I'm so bad with my mail. My mail is like, I might get around to doing it.
I keep it so up to date because I have the worst memory. I forget things literally after being told them. So I just put everything on mail. I know the episode I'm on. I know the minute I was on. It's just the way I like to organise myself. But then, so there's one more thing I've been watching, and it's fucking amazing. Kuroko no Basket. I keep telling you on Fox to watch it. You're like, nah, I don't want to watch a sports anime. It's so good.
Let me, remedy what you just said. I have said that I will watch it.
Yeah.
But it's lower on my list than some of the other things. So I've started to get into a lot of slice of life. God damn you for that. I hate you so much.
I swear you would never watch one until I made you watch Genshiken.
Yeah. And
Genshiken's really good, isn't it? Though it's like
yeah,
it makes you want to see more stuff like that.
I'm actually at the moment trying to seek out something to beat Genshiken.
Oh,
That's a slice of life,
I
and
don't know.
it's difficult.
You could try pretty much anything by Key is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one. Right, so it's not just a slice of life; it's about music as well, and it's really good. It's called Beck.
Yeah, I've actually been looking at that one
Yeah,
because
Beck.
I want to buy the case for it.
Oh, I know it looks so cool. I want to put it in my bookshelf. That would look awesome on there.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
what I'm looking at it
so
as.
that's one I recommend. Not free, sorry.
I recommend free anyway.
Beck Mongolian Chop Squad is what it's called. In the UK, we got 2 releases. They got like 2 in America as well. It's really hard to find the last 2 volumes of it though, which is a problem.
Yeah.
And it depends what type of one you're looking for. If you're looking for a happy one or a sad one and stuff like that.
I don't particularly mind. I have to admit that.
Well, that's my recommendation is Beck Mongolian Chop Squad because it's really good. It's one of my favourite anime.
I found one thing that I am going to have to go watch. I don't know whether to buy it though. Is Eden of the East?
Yeah,
Or Gashi no Eden?
I don't know where my bag is. It's over there somewhere. I have like 6 pieces of paper that just have a list of all of the anime I want to buy.
It's so long.
Well, that's the thing because a lot of shows don't come out here. In England, we don't get nowhere near as many shows as like the US gets, licensed on DVD or Blu-ray. So I went onto a website that had a list of everything that's been released here and just started writing it all down. And then, like, slowly over the weeks, I plan on just buying more and more series and watching them.
Mm. I found one thing that I do kind of want to buy.
What's that?
Excel World Part 1.
Yeah, it's because it's in parts. They haven't released a full one, like a full box set. You get part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, it's kind of on my list of I want to get it.
If I remember right, they're quite expensive as well. They're like 40 quid.
It's 30 quid each.
Yeah, that's what I thought so. The Blu-rays are like 45.
Yeah. No, that's for the Blu-rays.
Oh, is this on Amazon?
Yeah.
I think I was looking
don't buy
on
it.
there. Yeah, I think I was looking on Manga's website and they had it up like 45 quid.
Yeah, it's £53 in total.
Yeah, which isn't bad. That's what, 25. Yeah, I guess so. It's quite expensive.
Especially as there's a load of anime on there, which is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was looking at cheap shows to buy, and then I was like, no, I really want to buy Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And for 35 quid, that's not bad. I mean, that's 64 episodes of anime.
That's not bad at all. I mean, High School DxD, like, for the complete first series...
That's cheap.
That's, like, 26 quid.
I see it for, like, 10, but I think it might have gone up the other day.
Oh, no, this is just complete series. That's all it says, collection.
Okay. And then I see, like, High School with the Dead, which is just such a fun anime, 10 quid, with the OVA as well.
And that's something that I might have to buy.
Yeah, I was going to buy Beck Mongolian Chop Squad off there, the Funimation Save Edition, but you have to get it imported over from America, and you wait like 18 days for it, and then you might not even get it because of problems and stuff. But
I really like the Beck starter set.
with the amp and everything.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. They're reasonably expensive, but not too much.
I think that's pretty cheap. Like, the Beck starter set is 56 quid new.
Yeah, that's the one that I see. And then like people have put it up used for like ridiculous amounts.
I've got one here, 2 used for 19 quid.
Well,
There's one on here for 19 quid right now.
yeah, so, as I said anyway, I've been watching Kuroko no Basuke. I've only got 2 episodes of it left. Once I finish it, I don't know what I'm going to do in my life because it's amazing. No, honestly, it's so good. Like, you know show, like, what was the last show you watched where every time the episode finished, you were like, need to watch the next episode, need to get on that next episode?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Genshiken.
Really?
Or no, actually no. High School DxD.
Yeah. I remember you saying you watched all that like really quickly, didn't you?
I did the whole entire of the series in like a day, and that
Yeah.
includes both series.
Yeah. No, like, this is one of those shows to me that I sit down, I watch episode after episode after episode, and after every episode I'm like, I need more, need more, need more. It's so good.
Mm.
And it's one of those anime that you can't explain why you like it either, because it's a
Yeah.
basketball anime, so the story's obvious. You've got guys playing basketball, there's your story, and then your characters are all basketball players, they're your characters. But like when I rank it, the story's going to be relatively high because I like the idea that he got the two main characters, Tiger and Kuroko, they go and they face the strongest players in Japan over and over again until they finally beat them. It's simple but it's effective, and the characters are all great. And then the animation's weird. It looks really nice whenever they're playing basketball. But you know on manga when they have to do shadow like underneath their neck like that?
Oh yeah.
They do it like in a manga instead of like in an anime with cell shading. They do the manga lines.
That's gonna annoy you.
It looks really weird. It works, but it looks weird. And then the sound's great in sub. I don't know how they're going to do the dub because there's a lot of Japanese people talking to American people and stuff like that.
That's going to be a difficult one to do.
Yeah, but it's one of those shows that doesn't really score high in any of those four categories for me: story, characters, animation, and sound, because it's not mind blowing in any of them. But then when you go to enjoyment, that's like a 10. It literally gives me that feeling of wanting to go play basketball, and I suck at basketball. So,
I'm just like at the moment, my whole plan is to go on Amazon and have a look. And unfortunately, I've just got to some bad sections of Amazon with Dollhouse being recommended to me.
okay.
That's a hentai. For anyone.
Yeah.
And it.
It was like I was looking through the list, and basically anything I'd heard the name of, like somebody else mentioning it, I was just writing it down.
Yeah.
And at one point, I see one called Sekiri or Sakari or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's about like samurai girls who have just humongous tits, and like during the fights they're like swinging around in circles. I was like, bye. Placed in basket. Find collector's edition.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever seen is Golden Boy.
Yeah. See, that's another
way
show.
That worked.
That's another show. That's never been released over here. You have to import it from America. But I'd import it. I paid 20 quid just to get that over here, like postage.
Yeah.
It's such a funny show. I'd love to have that up there.
I've just had a look, and I might be buying 2 shows for like 50 quid.
What are they?
Clannad After Story, the complete collections.
Mm-hmm. They've only just released them over here in England.
Yep, and they're already on Amazon, and I'm looking at buying them.
They're like 25 quid each, aren't they?
Yeah,
Ish.
and they're going to make me cry, and I don't want that.
Because you've not watched After Story still, have you?
I started After Story.
How far in are you?
I'm about 6 episodes in.
The first like 6 episodes are actually quite boring of After Story. A lot of people don't like them because nothing important happens. I liked it.
I'm worried. That's all I can say is I'm worried on what's going to happen.
The thing with Clannad is people spoil it so badly. I spoiled it for you guys saying you will cry because it's so happy and then it just goes sad and then it's like happy again sad. It's like if you don't know that it's going to get sad, you cry even more. I didn't know it was going to be sad when I watched it.
It literally, what happens is they just grab you, they lift you up, make you, I really like this, and then they just slap you down.
Pile driver you on your head.
And then they give you a bit of food, make you feel happy again, feel safe before they beat you again.
Yeah. They literally have the biggest baseball bat of emotion and they just whack you with it over and over again. And to be fair though, they're like my favourite shows, the ones that do that. Oh man.
Great. I tell you what was fun though. The other day, I was out with Fox, and one of our friends, Sakura, actually has started watching One Piece again. Yeah. Unfortunately, she hasn't reached the dreaded arc. We all know the arc that I'm on about here, just before the split.
Oh, okay.
So she is yet to know what's happened.
No, you haven't spoiled
Ace.
it. You haven't spoiled it, have you?
No, I didn't. We sat there and we were like, she hasn't even met Brooke.
No,
my favourite character.
Oh man, I miss old One Piece. Should we move on to One Piece quickly then?
If you want.
So, One Piece right now is on what should be one of the best arcs, and I think you said in the manga it's actually quite good right now.
It's really good. Apart from this week's chapter was terrible.
Did you say it was really short as well? It was like 18 pages or something.
Oh, like our usual chapters are about 18 to 20 pages long, and for some reason this week they did a 14-page long chapter. So you just get into what's happening,
and it stops.
And then straight away they just stop you, and you're like, I need more.
Yeah. So, well, at the moment, and they really shouldn't be doing that because the anime and manga are way too close. They're on the same season. That's a big problem.
They're literally the anime is breathing down the neck of the manga readers, and we're sat there, and pretty much anything that we say can't even ruin what's happening anymore.
And that's the thing. When I first started watching One Piece, I watched from episode 1 to episode 600 in about 2 months. That's a lot of One Piece.
Well, I kind of did the same. Yeah. I admit that I skipped. Which arc was it? It was Brooks.
Yeah, Thriller Bark.
Yeah, Thriller Bark. I couldn't watch that arc. I had to read it.
The end of Thriller Bark is so good though.
I just don't like the Thriller Bark. It was so long.
It was slow as well. But
apart from obviously the rape scene.
Who doesn't want to see Nami get raped by an invisible man with a dog face as well? Like half his face is a dog. I mean, that's every guy's fantasy, right?
Yeah, that was fun. Like, I just can't wait for people that haven't watched it, my friends, to watch it.
Who was it that was behind me at that phase? I said to a load of people, I was like, Nami got raped in the most recent episode I watched. And they were like, no, she didn't. I was like, she did. And then when I made them watch it, they were like, oh my god, she got raped by an invisible man.
So bad. He's just like, and that took a turn for the worse really quickly.
That got dark real quick. But no, at the moment, One Piece, the anime, slow as shit.
Really?
The last 2 episodes were okay. They were like backstory onto why everyone hates the king in Dressrosa.
Oh,
Doflamingo. I love Doflamingo.
Yeah.
He's such a good bad guy.
He like actually gets into Luffy's head as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing how things pan out, because I've been spoiled to a lot of what happens in it, and obviously I don't want to spoil it for people that are watching.
Yeah.
But for me, actually knowing what's coming up slightly is making me want to watch it more. It's the only thing that's keeping me watching it at the moment.
It's so good. Like, I have to admit, the things that I've looked at are blowing my mind.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just hating how slow it is at the moment.
Yeah, but it's the same for. It is the same for the manga readers at the moment. Like, we shouldn't have had a 14-page chapter this week.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
We didn't actually get any kind of like kick with that.
Yeah, there was no like story progression or anything. It was just 14 episodes of shit.
It really wasn't.
Well, you were saying, you were like, oh no, you were complaining about Kishimoto. You wasn't complaining about Oda. Well, we'll speak about One Piece. Speak about why you. Well, wait, actually, don't speak about why you're hating Kishimoto.
I can speak about why I hate Kishimoto. I won't go into the details.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this week's chapter pissed me off in a lot of ways.
Mm.
I had feelings that something bad was going to happen, and we were going to have some bullshit just appear.
Mm.
And what happens? I get the bullshit. It's so annoying because you're there going, oh, so we're not going to go down the obvious route on what's happening. We're just going to have a good ending. Like last week's chapter, I was crying. Like I was reading the chapter and crying because it was that sad.
Gay.
Yeah.
For Sasuke.
Sasuke.
I love you, Sasuke.
Oh, we'll come on to that in a minute. But it's just terrible. Like the whole way in which you go, oh, he's taking the high ground with this, and we're actually going to get a really nice ending, and hopefully we're not going to have the screw ups that is aforementioned.
Yeah.
In a couple of the chapters beforehand, you read about things, and then you go, okay, well, I see what happens here. And then it's just like, nope. And it had to be down to my least favourite character. So,
Obito.
he keeps me in the nuts.
No, sorry, I know who your least favourite character is.
Yeah. He kicks me in the nuts again. I'm like, I don't like you already. Why are you doing this? Just go jump off a cliff, please.
Kishimoto is such a Sasuke fanboy. Yes.
And I can't stand him.
You watch the animated Naruto as well. Have you noticed how he draws Sasuke differently, like every time he draws him?
Yeah. It's horrible.
He can't make up his mind on how he's supposed to look. Like one day his hair at the front will be like short like that, and the next day it'll be like long down here. It's like, decide how you're going to draw the guy already.
It's just like, Sasuke.
So
everyone loves Sasuke, and I don't get it.
See, people would always think that I like Sasuke because I love Kakashi. That sounded gay.
Kakashi is a douchebag as well.
Yeah, so in my head I'm like, Kakashi's cool. Sasuke should be cool. He has a Sharingan as well. No, I hate Sasuke. He's such a boring character.
For some reason, like, once again, it's just like, oh, my brother killed my family. I'm going to have to go seek revenge. Oh no, I killed my family. That's it. I'm having to go on a redemption story. See, I'm going to kill the Hidden Leaf Village.
Time to destroy the Leaf Village. I mean, yeah, makes sense. But like in the original Naruto series, I liked Sasuke. I thought Sasuke was cool. Like, he weren't my favourite, but I thought he was represented much better in the first original series than he is now.
He was still an emo
douchebag.
SOB. Yeah.
So, didn't you say you're having problems with all three of the big manga at the moment? Naruto,
yes.
Bleach, and One Piece.
Well, Naruto and One Piece were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from this week's chapters are really bad, and now I have to wait another week on Naruto because for some reason they're having a break.
Oh yeah.
For Naruto, I don't know why, but we didn't have a mention on One Piece and Bleach that there was going to be one, unless I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing me on, one last thing about One Piece and its manga. This week, Manga Panda screwed up majorly.
Well, what did they do?
They put a watermark of Manga Panda on one of the little text blocks.
Yeah,
and covered. Yeah, they covered like a whole entire word, so you don't know what the word is, and you don't know what the hell he's saying.
Yeah, so now it makes little sense.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I started deciding I need to just start buying manga because I hated trying to read scans. I was trying to read the Berserk scans because it's so expensive to buy Berserk. It comes to 400, 500 quid. It's expensive. So I was reading the scans and I planned to buy them in the future, but then the scans were shit. Like the translations sucked. and then they would just leave speech bubbles empty. So I gave up, and I'm just gonna buy them.
Well, I mean, like, it's just painful. You shouldn't be needing to sit there and go, well, what's that word mean?
You have to
We don't.
guess.
If you're going to have the watermark in a place where it's not actually affecting any of the blocks.
Yeah.
I don't care, especially with Manga Panda, because for some reason Manga Panda has said that anyone can host their scans.
Yeah.
It says so at the end of the chapters every week. PS can be hosted anywhere.
Yeah.
So you're like, right, if it can be hosted anywhere, why the hell are you putting your watermarks in there? Just leave your watermark out, or put it somewhere where it's nice and simple, so the readers don't have to sit there and go, "Oh look, there's a fat off Manga Panda symbol."
There's now a word missing that I'll never be able to read.
Yeah, unless I go and buy the chapter, in which I'm going to have to wait how long for the volume to come out in England?
Oh god, I don't know. You got a while to wait. So, what's your problem with the Bleach manga then at the moment?
The Bleach manga, I have multiple worries with this manga. For some reason, the main character we haven't seen in about 12 weeks, if not longer.
They did that before though, didn't they?
Yeah. And the last time we saw him, we got a quick glimpse at him, and he disappeared. And we're like, the hell?
Yeah, they do that a lot though. They did it before when he came back and then fought Aizen and he had longer hair and everything.
Yeah.
They seem to do that a lot, make the main character disappear. And when you take the main character away, the show's kind of not the same anymore. Imagine Naruto without Naruto in it.
Yeah, I know, right? But, I'd be fine with that if there was some really good action going on.
Yeah.
You give me Captain Karuchi, is it? Or...
Oh, which one's he? He's the...
Rukia's brother.
Yes. What the fuck is his name, though?
Either give me Rukia or Rukia's brother, because Rukia's become a badass.
Oh, I was going to say, so I still haven't watched any Bleach since episode 72, which is a filler arc I'm on, so... And Rukia at the moment is shit. She used to be really cool, and now she's just weak and useless.
Rukia was the Sakura of Bleach. And I'm going to keep on hitting the fact that Sakura is a useless character and should be out of this whole entire anime.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
But
she's no 10-10.
But Rukia, in the last time I saw her, she was badass. She froze her blood, so she could go super speed.
Wait, why does freezing your blood make you go super speed?
Because when she gets cut, it causes her not to actually bleed out.
So it freezes over, yeah.
Yeah, straight away, and she can move at. For some reason, she goes at Brooke's kind of speed as she fights, which is amazing, especially as I like the way that Brooke fights. So
really quick one action sort of thing.
Yeah, by the time that you've actually seen this blade has been pulled,
I love that.
You've been sliced.
I love that line when he's like, "I've already cut you," and they just drop to the ground. It's like, you're such a badass, Brooke.
Yeah, but you have that, but no, we have the crazy medicine guy, medical.
Yeah.
Section. Oh no, science section.
Yeah, he's Captain 12, I think, the 12th captain or something like that.
Yeah, with the weird mask.
Yeah.
His arc, for some reason, they've been on him for ages about how he's fighting the zombie girls.
Don't know.
Zombie Sternritters, and it's just I don't need this. I don't need this. Take it away from me.
Where I'm up to in the anime, they've only used him once, and that's when the Quincy. What's the Quincy's name?
Ishida.
I can't remember. I think that's
Ishida.
Yeah, when they fought, they had a really cool fight. So far, that's one of my favourite fights we've had so far.
But when you get a whole few weeks of him just explaining what he's doing and why he's beating up these zombies.
They do that a lot though. Aizen constantly stood there. Well, obviously not anymore, but But Aizen would have like 4 episodes in a row where he would explain how he made this magical world and all this shit, and it's like, couldn't we have figured this out? Why do you need to tell us it
just
all?
kick each other's asses and like leave it out, please. I don't need this. And then they brought in some BS excuse of like another Stone Ritter being able to control love. And it's like, I don't need this.
I don't want this shit. It sounds like
take
filler.
It away. Yeah, but it can't be filler because it's in the manga.
It's in the manga, so it's the official story.
And we're in September now, right? At this time last year, they announced that Bleach was going to end this year. Now, with Naruto, we had the end fight between Big Bad Boss Man and Naruto, slash Sasuke and
everyone
Sakura,
else.
like, sitting in the corner, crying.
Pretending to heal people.
Yeah. Like, we had that for months. Like, that happened, it started last November. It finally finished 2 weeks ago. Like, the fight.
Yeah.
That's months upon months of just one boss fight.
Which is awesome.
Which was epic. Like, every week you got into it and it was like actual fighting.
Yeah.
And with story involved and talking. And it was nice. But then, and at the moment they're just filling it in. They're going to explain what's going to happen from now on.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to wrap it all up, apart from then it all got blew open this week on bullshit. Fun and simply.
Yeah.
But we then have Bleach, which hasn't even... The main boss has disappeared.
I don't know who the main boss is right now, so...
Yeah, I won't ruin it for you.
Yeah.
I've said Stone Ritters, but you don't know who the Stone Ritters are.
No. Because, well, I'm watching the anime, and the anime's stopped. They don't air episodes anymore.
They've just started off a couple of months back.
Oh, they restarted it.
Yeah.
Because I watch Bleach with my little brother, so we watch it really slowly. We're not watching it particularly fast. But at the moment, we're watching Cowboy Bebop, and I'm seeing him this weekend, so we'll probably finish that.
Yeah, like Bleach. I didn't like the anime.
Yeah, you said before.
I don't know what it was. Once again,
the first like 60 episodes is really good.
But then it just got worse and worse and worse, and turned into filler, no jutsu.
Yeah, it's between like they all do different types of filler. Like Naruto had a year of filler, but they made the filler was a war. The whole war was all filler, most of it. So that's pretty cool filler. There's constant fighting. There was a lot of flashbacks. One Piece doesn't really do filler. They do like really slow moving story, so that they don't catch up. And then Bleach just does shit filler. They do the worst filler.
I have to admit, this week in Naruto, we are having a terrible filler.
I haven't seen it yet. But
yeah, I'm not ruining it. Don't worry.
I was wondering why they did it, because they've got loads of time. They are not going to catch up to the manga before it finishes.
Oh yeah, like from now on we could just have canon.
Yeah, so the last episode we had, not this week's episode, the week before, was awesome. The fight between Kakashi and Obito was amazing. Probably the best fight we've had all year. And the art looked a bit weird, but that's because they had somebody else do it. They didn't have the
I liked it.
I liked it. It was different. Like, when you watch it, say when you buy the DVDs, you'll be watching through that, and then you'll see that one episode and be like, what's going on here? Because the art style changed. The characters were like a lighter colour. It looked weird. But I liked it. I thought the fight between Kakashi and Obito was animated amazingly. It reminded me of Cowboy Bebop a little bit. But then,
I just don't get it.
Yeah, so we got that. It was an amazing episode. It was a really good episode. And then we get filler for no reason. But I know why they did it.
Why?
Because they've only just released the new Naruto game. And on this Naruto game, the new character that's on there is the Mecha Naruto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so basically it's an advert for the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, and I just don't get it. Like, I was sat there, I was watching it today, and he started getting into it, and then suddenly it was the end of the show.
Hmm.
I'm like,
Oh,
what did I just watch?
did you watch the preview for the next episode at all?
No, I haven't seen the preview, but
Oh,
I already know what's happening.
is it
Remember.
more filler?
What exactly is happening next week? You got to tell me.
It doesn't matter about spoiling it. If you're not caught up with Naruto's anime, don't listen. Skip forward a little bit. So Obito just became the Ten Tails Jinchuriki.
Yeah.
That was the end of the last episode, and of course I don't know what's going to happen afterwards because the preview was just for filler, so I don't have a clue what's going to happen in the next episode. But as far as I know, I'd imagine it's going to be the fight between Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura,
So
and...
what's the preview?
What do you mean?
What involved in the preview this week?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I was hoping that maybe the preview would show whether it was filler or not next week.
Give me a second.
I hope it's
I
not
can
more
speak while I'm just going to go look at the preview.
filler. Well, I'll quickly talk about that last episode of Naruto while you do that.
Yeah,
So-
feel free.
We had, in my opinion, the best fight we've had in a year, or this year at least.
Oh yeah, by far.
The Kakashi Obito fight was choreographed so beautifully. They got it spot on with how it should be. That and the ending of it, like I know a lot of people, especially when it happened in the manga, Kakashi beating Obito, a lot of people weren't happy with it. Obito, when you look at it, Obito should beat Kakashi. He has the Rinnegan, he has a stronger Sharingan, he has Hashirama's cells. And
He has the chakra limits of a Uchiha as well.
yeah, it's all this ridiculous stuff. He should beat Kakashi, but Kakashi's smarter than him. Kakashi's fighting for people, whereas Obito's fighting because he doesn't want anything. He wants to destroy everything, and that's supposed to be why he wins. But a lot of people didn't like that.
Well, like if we look at it, Naruto as an anime does a hell of a lot of. If you're a good guy, you're going to do okay in this show.
I can't remember the last time like Naruto lost.
I don't know if Naruto has lost.
Well,
Right.
he's lost, but then he'll always like do something and win later on.
Yeah, like he didn't technically lose in the Chunin exams.
No, because the tuning exam's finished. But well,
No, like they didn't technically finish.
that's what I mean. They got called
Go.
off because of everything that happened.
Yeah, which is something that I like to point out to anybody that watches the show. And everyone goes that Naruto is such a badass. Yeah, he's a badass, and yeah, he has the levels of a Hokage, but he's still only a Genin.
He never got that tuning. Although there was a movie they released where he done the tuning exams again.
Did
It's not canon, so it doesn't matter. He's still a Genin in the actual story. But he faces Shikamaru, not Shikamaru. What's his name? Konohamaru.
Yeah.
He faces Konohamaru in the final and gets disqualified for using Sage mode. He goes Sage and just...
disqualified for Sage mode.
Apparently it was too OP and he wasn't allowed to use it, so they disqualified him. And then he beat the fuck out of Konohamaru in Sage mode. I don't watch a lot of Naruto movies because most of them suck, but that one was fun.
Alright, I'm just at the point now. But yeah, like I agree with you in which the worrying thing is if Naruto becomes Hokage, that would be the first ever Chunin. No,
Well,
not even Chunin, Genin.
I was going to
Hokage.
say, didn't they make it like a rule that you weren't allowed to do that?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
you had to go through everything.
Yeah. That might be a way they keep the series alive, you never know.
Yeah.
We've said about this before, but would you prefer it if they actually just ended the show? They got to the point they want and they just end the show. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Or would you prefer if they ended it and then maybe 2 years later they bring it back?
I want to know what happens at the end. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice to know what happens at the end. And whether or not Naruto becomes Hokage and if he's with Hinata, Tenten. Because, Tenten's in the run-ins here.
Is she dead? Honestly, is she dead or something? Because we haven't seen her. And she would be kind of useful in the war because she can use all those weapons and everything.
I don't think she is dead. I think we would know she was dead.
They just can't be asked to put her in anymore. She's so pointless.
She's such a backstory character.
She's never done anything noteworthy, ever.
Neji was important. There's no doubting Neji was an important character.
He was a strong character as well. He was a strong character.
Lee, amazing.
I
Nutter, and I love his drunk style.
I've spoken before about how I think he should be the one that beats Madara. I thought Rock Lee should be. I don't know if he does or not in the future, but that'd be cool if they did do it that way.
I know what happens.
I would love to read the Naruto manga, but I don't want to because I like the anime so much.
I love the anime, and that's why I actually watched the anime. I needed to know what happens.
I think once the anime finishes, I will buy the manga and read it.
I was like some kind of junkie. I needed to fill my veins full of Naruto. Just like Naruto wants to fill himself full of Sasuke.
Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke, fill my butt. Oh, Sasuke. I love you, Sasuke.
Right,
Honestly.
to tell you what's going on there, with the way that we feel for the dub of Naruto, we think that Naruto is kind of this chain-smoking 40 a day kind of female that wants Sasuke completely. And don't worry, there will be a special episode of Otaku Gathering in which we actually have a link to a little fan thing. That'll be happening.
They basically like an abridged series.
Yeah. But it's only going to be one episode.
Yeah, just like a little highlight thing.
Yeah, because we think it would be fun. But to bring on back to Naruto and the whole next week, because I've just finished watching the little preview thingy, we are going back to canon.
Yay, no more filler. So you said that filler episode didn't really finish at all, it just kind of ended?
It was so quick-paced.
Well,
I got to see my favourite character again. I was happy.
Yeah, I see that he came back in it. I see in the preview that it was it showed his shadow in the preview. I was like, Kieran's going to be happy. He's going to like that.
But, it didn't sound right.
No.
It didn't sound like they used the same voice actor.
What? You don't think they did?
No, I don't think they did. Unless it's been so long since I last heard you right.
God, it's been well long. It's been 100 episodes, more than that.
Yeah.
That's been a long
It's
been
2 years now.
Yeah, so it would be just over 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Fuck. I miss old Naruto. What we're on now is so good, but I love
Jiraiya. Everyone else can go suck a D.
My favourite arc still is the tuning exams. I still love the tuning exams. Just constant fighting, constant awesome fights as well. Every fight in the tuning exam was good.
I even liked the Orochimaru section of it.
Yeah.
In which he goes and he gives Sasuke a little nibble on the neck. A little sexual nibble.
The other day, I can't remember what I searched. I searched Naruto. I think I just searched the Google search, the word Naruto, and it came up with so many pictures of Naruto and Sasuke. I was like, oh,
Narusasu.
Ooh, Narusasu.
It's just
It's so
I
bad.
swear that what's it called? Orochimaru's going to get upset when Naruto finally gets with Sasuke.
He'll be jealous. He'll be like, no, my Sasuke, I love you.
Orochimaru wanted to be in his body.
Oh god, yeah, kid, literally. Oh my god, but Orochimaru is still what you watched the second most recent episode of Naruto when they made fucking Orochimaru a comedy character. I was like, no, don't ever do that again. They made him do that stupid shit with his neck and everything. I was like,
Oh.
don't ever do that again. I was so angry.
I wasn't. I found that quite funny.
Oh,
But then again, I'm not like you with Orochimaru.
I love a good bad guy. If I feel like good about a bad guy, the series is done well by me. Because I usually like bad guys. I want the show to make me hate a bad guy.
Yeah.
That's why I think Orochimaru and Danzo are two of the best bad guys because I fucking hated both of them. Especially Danzo. Everything bad that happened to the Leaf Village was Danzo's fault. Everything.
I got these eyes in my arms. I'm blind. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? Oh, I got more eyes.
Oh.
And then Sasuke fucks his butthole.
Like, for some random reason, Sasuke suddenly can use a hell of a lot of brain is just not working tonight.
Well, I fell asleep. I mean, I've just woke up, really.
Well, I mean, I was up at like 5:30 this morning, so it was not a good morning. But yeah, he used a lot of Genjutsu. Suddenly he was really good at Genjutsu.
Yeah.
Especially as, like...
He had never used it before that, really.
Yeah. You never see Sasuke use Genjutsu.
That's a good point. And he doesn't really use it much anymore, either.
You don't see him use it anymore.
No.
It's like, I'm going to use it at this one moment so that he thinks that he's still got his eye, so that then he screws up. And then I'm never going to use it again.
That is a really good point. I never thought of that, especially considering he is a Uchiha.
Yeah, it's just like, pick the holes. But it's so terrible, especially as like it says in both the manga and in the anime that if they have a Sharingan, they're less susceptible to Genjutsu.
And I think the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, your no Genjutsu works on you. Am I right in saying that?
No, Genjutsu I think still works, but I shall search that while we talk.
I remember seeing they were saying about the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan has something to do with Genjutsu just not working on it anymore.
Yeah. Well, like, if I'm right, Genjutsu work on... But yeah, on the... Is it? No, it's not Infinite Tsukimi, it's Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Yeah.
So, after this, we'll move off of the Naruto talk. I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah?
So, I'm about to finish Kuroko no Basuke, and it's one of those shows that's just really epic episode after episode. I want to know what the most epic show is that you've watched. That show that gave you that feeling of just, like, pure epicness. Because I want to watch it. So, whatever show you've watched that you think was the most epic, I'll watch it afterwards.
The most epic... Well, you've watched the one that I rated the best.
What, Mirai Nikki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love that show with a passion. Right. Heavenly eyes see truth with all creation without obstruction. So I'm guessing, from what I've just read, sorry to gloss over slightly again.
Yes, cool.
That the Eternal Mangekyo does mean that you are unsusceptible to Genjutsu.
It's what I thought. And I would imagine it has some sort of effect on pretty much anything like ninjutsu and stuff like that. But you never know. It's like the fucking Byakugan. We thought that was like the most OP thing and now it's just pretty much useless.
The thing is with the like the Byakugan, it just didn't seem to fit properly. Yeah, they were able to use it, but if you had the Byakugan, yeah, you saw the chakra lines, but that was it.
That was the thing it was most useful with.
You didn't have the if you didn't have the like soft palm or whatever it was.
If you weren't good at it, it was pointless.
Yeah. like, because you couldn't close down the chakra points, and then it was just like, oh right, well I can actually see your chakra points, but I've still got to attack you in the same way as before. And now I've just got these veins on my eyes.
Oh. I still like the Byakugan, especially when Neji used it. Hinata's okay, she's cool. But, oh, no, those lion fist things she does, though. How cool does that look? Whenever she does that, I'm like, I like you, Hinata. I hope Naruto bangs you later on. Fuck that Sakura bitch. She just heals people.
Well, we all know that at least 2 people are getting together. It's happening.
Who?
Shikamaru and
Tamari.
Girlfriend, Tamari. That's a thing.
Ever since the tuning exams, we could all see that one coming.
Yep. Shikamaru is going to plow Tamari. It's going to happen.
And I reckon Choji is going to bang the shit out of Tenten while he uses his expand form, and he'll rip her in half.
I just hope that Sakura dies lonely.
She's just on her own. I see a thing where they said that Sakura and Kakashi would end up getting together, and I'm like,
yes,
that could actually work.
No, there's been a lot of flirting in the manga at the moment between them two.
It happens in the anime as well. I was like, when I see it, I was like, that actually works. That makes sense. Because in my head, I'm like,
Sakura's going for the older guy.
Yeah. I was like, that could actually work. I like that. If that was how it went, I'd be quite happy.
No, I just want her to die lonely.
Or that.
I think Tsunade and her little, like, helper are having a lesbian relationship.
they're lizards together.
Yeah.
I remember I was flicking through, AMVs on YouTube, like, fucking Linkin Park Naruto fights, basically. I'm skipping through those videos. I don't know why I was watching them. And all of a sudden there was a video where it was Tsunade, her little helper, and Sakura in like a 3-way lesbian orgy. I'm like, this is on YouTube?
That went quickly.
Yeah, I went from watching Sasuke and Naruto fight to fucking 3 lesbian chicks banging. I was like, not complaining.
Well, the thing that makes me laugh the most is there was actually an episode with Sakura as the main character in it, which I really liked. What was that?
The fight against Sasori?
No, that was the one in which she loses her memory.
Oh yeah, I liked that episode as well.
She just goes up to Tsunade and goes, "Big boobs."
Yeah.
She just pokes them.
See, that's what I mean about that's a filler episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually like Naruto filler.
Really?
I would prefer it if it didn't exist. Like, if there was none of it, I would be happier. But when I watch it, I never skipped any Naruto filler. I watch both full years of Naruto filler. And I will buy them on DVD when I get the money.
They're fine. As long as you get a good set, then it's fine. But if you don't, then...
They've made some really bad filler, but then they've made some really good ones as well. Like, do you remember the one where they done the test Tsukiyomi or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
That was a really cool episode. I like that one. Road to Ninja it was called.
It's just... I'm just reading through things. So it's still got Dan Kato as, like, her lover.
Whose lover?
Tsunade's.
Oh, what? Her old boyfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
Died. He dead. He died.
It was just a really bad excuse.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Everyone that she becomes close, every male guy she would become close to died.
Her brother died.
And then her boyfriend dies. And then Jiraiya dies.
Jiraiya!
Next she'll be like really friendly to Kakashi and he'll just be dead. And anyone they want to die dies.
Please be really friendly to Kakashi and Sakura and I'll be happy.
Well, she's already friendly to Sakura. Do you mean Sasuke, not Sakura?
No.
Oh.
Make it all 3, actually.
Yeah, all 3 combo. So,
God damn it, I just can't stand them.
so as I said anyway, pick a show off of your list of shows you've watched, and the most epic, action-packed one is the one I want.
Right, so I've got to go to my list now. I kind of want you to watch Kite.
Kai, I was gonna buy the Samuel L. Jackson movie of that just because it has Samuel L. Jackson in.
Actually, I take that back. I know what I want you to watch.
What
And
is
I
it?
think you really like it. Demon King Diamo.
Oh really? Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, that was a
Oh.
really good show.
That'll be the
That
next show
actually-
I watch.
That actually beat High School DxD in. I watched that all in one go.
I love watching shows
So
all in
good.
one day, like all in one sitting. Nothing
And
tops that to me.
I watched that again in Japanese.
Oh yeah, because you watched it dubbed originally, didn't you?
I watched it dubbed. I didn't like it in dubbed, so I switched.
Like if I look through here at the shows I watched in one day, I watched Air in one day, I watched Another in one day, Bakano in one day, Beck in one day. Like I'm reading through my list, and a lot of it I watched in one day because they were just awesome. So I think the most amount of episodes of a series I watched in one day would probably be Death Note. I watched all 37 episodes in one day.
You also need to watch High School DxD New.
I've still not watched that. Do you know what I
Watch
thought you would say?
Info. It's so good. Like, we have, is it 2 new characters
I don't know.
coming to the scene? If I remember correctly, it's 2 new characters.
Do you know what I really thought you would pick though?
Funny. What?
I thought you were going to pick Kill la Kill.
You haven't watched Kill la Kill either.
No.
Damn it, you have like 3 shows that I could give you.
Yeah, because I know you've always said to me you need to watch Kill la Kill. I thought that was your chance there to pick
Watch
it.
Kill la Kill then.
Is it good?
Yeah, you get the finger blasted, it's fine.
Get finger blasted by your mum.
It's so it's like I was sat in college with that and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
so brilliant. Just like, oh right, and now she's getting finger blasted by her mum.
Watching anime in college, man, could get so awkward sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching Sword Art Online, which our friend just finished, and he thinks it's like the best show of all time. I was watching Sword Art Online, and there's a moment where you think bad stuff happened, and then it doesn't. I had my headphones on. It happened, and I just threw my headphones. I was like, "No, fuck you!" Started swearing in class and everything. My teacher was like, "Sit down." I was like, "I can't believe this just
I
happened."
just remember you threatening to jump out the window.
That was the day. I was
No.
like, I can't believe that happened.
I'm on about when I told you about Shikaku.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you ruined my life.
Shikaku.
You ruined that for me. Although I had a feeling, I knew they were going to die sooner or later.
Yeah, but like, High School DxD New is a really, really good show. Demon King Diamu is a really, really good show. They're both on like the same wavelength, that little ecchi harem type system, which is kind of worrying if I'm liking both of those.
Well, they're likeable shows.
Yeah, like, damn, I thought they were really fun. You got that. You got Log Horizon, which I think got one of my lowest results.
Yeah, you did. That's because that's like a game one, isn't it? Where they're in a game and everything.
I didn't particularly like that. Death Note got a 5 as well.
Yeah, you hated Death Note. I can't believe that.
The thing is, what worries me about Death Note's on a 5. I would watch Death Note. Alright? I finished Death Note.
Yeah.
I was forced to finish Say I Love You. And I got a 4.
Wait, you've got 4 what?
4 was given to Sukite. Say I Love You, which was the... Oh, I hate you for that, by the way. Right, do you want to give me one then, and I'll...
Oh yeah, I'll give you a show to watch. So what, you want something similar, like the most action-packed show I've watched?
Either that or same kind of line as what I've told you. I like.
Cool.
As I said, I could have given you Kite.
I think you should watch... I was going to say Free, but then you probably won't like
I
it.
watched 3.
You should, it's actually really good. But you should watch, other than Beck, which I've already told you to watch, Black Lagoon.
Lagoon. Right, I should put that on my list now.
It's 2 12-episode series. Watch both of them.
Oh, right, shall do that. But yeah, if you can watch Kill la Kill, I think you'll like it.
Cool. So that's what I'll be watching from, well, probably tomorrow onwards.
Yeah, we'll be giving our feedback come next week if we get back to the weekly show rather than the hiatus that we've been on.
Yeah. We are Otaku Gathering hiatus. No, I went on holiday for a week. We got back. I don't know why we didn't do it the next week. I just think we didn't want to.
Yeah, we both didn't have much going on, in the way of otaku type things.
And then last week, because we've missed 3 weeks, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's 3 weeks. I think we were both doing something
on the Thursday, yeah, and we only record on the Thursday. We never record any other time of the week.
What is that behind you?
What bit?
Right, so you see where your left ear is? Yeah, your finger's basically on it now. Behind you. Is that Blue Exorcist I can see?
No, you can... Yeah, there's Blue Exorcist.
Yeah, I thought so. Let me see that. Oh, that's not too bad then. My Soul Eater one looks good. One thing. I'll quickly grab Soul Eater.
And one game that I recommend to all Otaku friends. Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, you actually bought Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah.
We need to play that sometime.
When you come down, we'll definitely be...
If we can all get together, you, me, and Fox, I'll come down like this weekend or whatever.
It's fine by me. I mean, I think I get paid tomorrow, like 200 quid.
I get paid tomorrow as well, but I only get 90 quid. Joke.
Well, the reason is because I've got things going on. Soul Eater, so good.
How?
I fell in love with that show.
How does it look in the camera? I know it looks okay.
Yeah. Soul Eater was a really, really good show. It was a really good show, and it was a really good anime. No, manga. I liked the manga ending.
Yeah,
Please tell me you've read it.
I've not read this yet.
No, have you read the manga?
No.
Like the ending of it?
No. I'm not gonna read it online. I'm gonna buy it all and read it.
So
I'm gonna have this as my.
Be poor by the end of it.
I'm gonna be bored.
No, I said poor.
Oh yeah, basically. Well, I've not read any of this yet. That's the first time I opened it. Just then.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about it is the art looks different to the anime.
Yeah.
So I actually like the fact that it's slightly different. Oh wow, there's tits in this page.
Yep. Like I will say this: if you look at my list, there's very little shows that actually get a high mark. I call it a 9 or a 10 a high mark.
Oh yeah, to me a 9 is a masterpiece.
No, there's only one show that's ever got a 10 from me.
And that was Mirai Nikki.
Yeah, because I thought it was perfect.
I couldn't give Mirai Nikki a 9 or a 10. It got like a high 7 or mid 7 for me. But the only reason for that was there was only really like 3 characters I liked. I didn't like the main character. I thought he was a douchebag.
Oh, what, Yukiteru?
Yeah, Yukiteru or Yuki, whichever one you prefer.
Yuki!
Yuki-sama! Yeah, I didn't like Yuki. I didn't like a lot of the characters, really. Although, I did like Yuno. I think pretty much everyone likes Yuno.
Yuno is typical yandere.
I did like... What was the eye patch girl called?
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yeah,
number 11, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was number 11. I liked her. I liked the guy that had the big eyeball head. He was fucking funny. And then
Which one am I?
Yeah, and then Yuno just fucking cuts his head off. I was like, oh! But yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, as you just said, so you bought your volume of Blue Exorcist, I bought my volume of Soul Eater. Let's talk about collecting anime and manga in the UK. So...
Straight away I'm going to say it's difficult as hell.
It is. It really is. It's expensive as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, I bought Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Akira. Together, they came to about £42, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And, but if I say wanted something like Dragon Ball Z, right? There's 9 DVD boxes or box set seasons to Dragon Ball Z. If I want to buy all of them, they're like 22 quid each. It ends up costing me a lot of money. It ends up costing me like, what, how much is that? 20 times 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like...
Too much.
Yeah. It's like 200 quid it ends up working out. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Like, I will say about this as well. You look at the USA marking, and the USA marking's about $9.99.
Hmm.
And then the price in the UK is about £7.
Yeah.
That's
It doesn't
too
add
much.
up. Mine is $13 solely it was.
Yeah.
I paid 8 for it. So that's closer, but it's not the same.
You shouldn't be needing to spend too much money on a UK edition.
But so the thing, like, manga is better than anime in my opinion for purchasing over here. If you could buy pretty much any manga over here and you're not going to have a problem.
Yeah.
If you buy anime, that's a lot harder because we only have really one big licensor over here, and that's manga. They're called manga.
Yeah.
That's annoying. And they do okay. They get a lot of shit licensed, but nowhere near as much as what's licensed in America. If we had Funimation over here, we would have so many good shows.
The only other like helper is Viz.
Yeah, I was going to buy the Viz big versions of Rurouni Kenshin the other day. All of them. It would have cost me 90 quid, I think, which isn't a lot.
Well, the thing is also, the worries was for me as a reader of manga, and of the big three. Last week we had the announcement that not last week, 2 weeks ago we had the announcement that all manga is under strict piracy laws now.
Yeah.
Which screws over anyone doing scanlations. And the worries was that it was actually going to be you wouldn't be getting the scanlations for at least a week and a half.
Yeah, that's what I heard. There would be a week after it's released.
Yeah, or you wouldn't get them at all because they'd just be removed. So you would have to buy it you'd have to buy the manga, which is fine for America. Fine Japan.
I don't even know if you could buy Shonen Jump over here.
You can't. Well, you can buy it for it to be ordered to your house.
But it's not going to get there for a week and a half or 2 weeks. So...
Yeah, and I don't want that.
No.
I just want my big three on a Wednesday, and I've actually been getting really annoyed because I've been having to watch it on a Thursday. Luckily, yesterday for some reason Manga Panda got hold of it early, which I was happy about. I got to read it.
Well, I have Crunchyroll, so I watch like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach on there. The only reason I got it is it's 1080p. It comes out the day it's released. It's just solid. It's only £5 a month as well, so it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And I basically watch anything I can't buy on there.
Yeah.
That's just the way I have to do it. But the problem with that is we get about 100 shows over here, 100 series. In America, they have like 200. It should be the same. There's no reason it shouldn't be the same. And they get Hulu over there. We don't get Hulu. It's so annoying.
I really wish that I did have Hulu.
Yeah, because I wanted to watch Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, and Full Metal Alchemist. They're not on Crunchyroll. They're on Netflix. That's how I ended up watching it. But then they had it on Hulu. I was like, well, I'll just get Hulu. I look on their website. Oh, it's only for US citizens in Canada. I was like, fuck you, Hulu. Fuck you.
Well, you get that for a load of different things. I'm trying to... one of the things that I kind of want to use is a radio service. Pandora is the name of it. And what it is, it's a bit like Spotify, in which you get to listen to your radio and they give you like recommendations on what you want to listen to.
Okay.
Unfortunately, unless
It's
you
not over
use
there.
some kind of proxy, it's It's not located to anyone outside of the US, Australia, or New Zealand.
Wow, that's weird. That's the point as well. In Australia, people were saying you can't get no anime in Australia. That is a bullshit lie, right? Madmen, they have Madman Entertainments over there in Australia. At the
Yeah,
moment, they are licensing everything. They took the whole license to Dragon Ball Z. They took the whole license to Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. They took it for pretty much every show they could get their hands on. They licensed.
yeah.
I wish somebody would do that over here. Just license everything. And and a lot of the stuff that gets licensed over here is the shit anime no one's gonna watch. That to me just makes no sense.
It's so annoying. I mean, Netflix is starting to get more anime
About to use
onto
the
it.
toilet, if you was, I thought you might be recording something.
Pardon?
I said I'm just going to go to the toilet, I thought you might be recording something.
I am. Alright. Cheers. There you go.
Did you see your mate face?
We'll watch Akira later. Close the door. Cheers. Yeah. As you were saying?
Yeah, like Netflix is starting to get a few things on it. My worries is because I've just switched like TV provider as well
Yeah.
on a non-anime related thing.
Hmm.
I've switched over to Virgin over Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So I've now got to wait and find somewhere to find my Game of Thrones when it gets released.
Well, do they not have it on there then?
We don't get Sky Atlantic on
Oh, of course, yeah.
Virgin boxes. So,
Ah. Why did you switch?
well, we got better deals. Like we save £50 and get triple the internet speed.
Oh, yeah, you're with Virgin Internet as well, aren't you?
Yeah, and I get my Sky Sports, all the movies, HD box, and we get like free mobile calls as well.
That's not too bad then. Oh, what, so
So-
you're with Virgin Mobile as well now?
No, like for the
Yeah, sorry, my bad, I get it.
so we're saving a hell of a lot
Hmm.
and getting a lot more for it.
Hmm.
Plus, having the Virgin box turns our telly into a smart telly.
Yeah. Yeah, because you bought a Chromecast, didn't you?
I bought a Chromecast. I still have it for upstairs.
Is it any good?
Yeah, like I just wish more apps were on it.
Yeah. I was looking at getting a Roku, but then I realised it was pretty much pointless because I use my PC.
Yeah, my worries are that I want to watch my anime in bed, and it's just a pain in the ass.
Well,
Simply.
I was quite lucky because I have. Oh, you can't see it. Well, there's a thing down there, and it's like a wireless keyboard and mouse.
Yeah,
So I just lay in bed and watch anime like that.
but that's because you have a massive fat off screen.
Yeah, I have a 42-inch, which is why there's this weird like bright light on me in the camera.
Yeah.
It's because my TV's really bright.
See, for me, I have two monitors.
Yeah, I used to have three.
And at the moment, because of it being summertime, still in like the UK slightly, I've had to move my computer over onto a different section of my room, so I can't get that other cable into my TV.
What, do you have a bigger TV then?
No, I have a small TV,
Mm.
19-inch TV, which is another monitor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I used to have. I used to have a TV and then monitors.
Yeah, and my big 22-inch monitor. I say big,
Yeah,
22-inch monitor.
it's the normal size, yeah.
Yeah, is slightly tilted towards the door, as you can see,
Yeah.
rather than towards my bed, as I can't fit it on my desk.
Because I used to lay back in bed over there or sit on my sofa and watch anime on a little 19-inch screen. And I could only do it when it was dubbed. If it was a sub show, I had to sit like right up close because I have terrible eyesight. So
Luckily, I have okay eyesight still.
Mm.
My worries are I want Naruto to finish soon, along with Bleach, because I'm possibly joining the RAF. So
yeah, you want to finish it before that.
yeah.
So we spoke a little bit about collecting. Is there anything that you like really want to buy?
really, really, really want to buy.
Yeah.
Well,
Manga or
Beck,
anime.
as I've said, I want the proper set
Hmm.
on that. I would love to own the Naruto manga.
Yeah, there's so much of it though.
Same as Blue Exorcist. I really like Blue Exorcist, and I might be buying
Yeah.
the whole complete
You
set.
could you could buy it slowly, like whatever your wages are, just take out like £6, go on Amazon and buy it off Amazon. That's what my
Yeah.
plan is.
I was actually going to look at getting Kill la Kill, the collection.
What, the anime collection?
Yeah, and I've decided against that.
Yeah. Did they release it in England then?
First part of the collection's out
Because at the
on
moment,
Blu-ray.
oh, they released it on Blu-ray as well. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm looking at collecting Soul Eater.
yeah,
I have already ordered the complete collection of No Longer Human. They're like big books as well. They're bigger than normal manga.
yeah.
That looks amazing. I can't wait for that to come. And then the next series I want to collect is the Viz Big versions of Rurouni Kenshin. They're about £9 a volume. There's 9 volumes, I think, and so they're about they're about £9 each. Comes to about £100 when you add it all up. But that's something I'll have to buy slowly, I reckon.
Yeah.
But,
Oh wait, sorry. I speak wrongly about Kill la Kill.
Mm-hmm.
It's pre-order.
Oh, it's not out yet.
And the pre-order is expensive.
How much?
For the first 8 episodes,
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it like that.
is £43.25.
It always is expensive like that. You want to wait for a box set to come out.
Yeah, well, it comes. The December is the release of part 1.
Yeah, like you can buy parts. Like for Beck over here, they sell it in 4 separate parts. They don't, or yeah, 4 I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but in America, you can buy it all in one DVD.
I wouldn't mind just doing that.
Yeah, although I like the look of the one with the amp. I want that so bad. I would see it up on top of my bookshelf instead of in the bookshelf.
Yeah.
But so at the moment, I'm looking at collecting Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT on DVD. The manga release of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why did they call it manga? That's so annoying. So yeah, I want to buy that. I want to buy the Rurouni Kenshin release of the Vizbig version. What else am I looking at getting? I want to buy the new Clannad release in England as well. You said you were looking at that.
Yeah. I've just put something in the Skype chat. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yep, I'm just copying it. It's hard to click off because otherwise your camera goes off. So,
It's brilliant.
What is it? It's not going to be a video that just plays all of a sudden, is it?
No, you're lucky.
I'll wreck you, mate. I'll try and show what it is you're showing me. I can't. Damn it.
We'll put a little link in the description or something.
The comments are funny as well. But,
so good. Life is amazing. Unfortunately, we're having a discussion last night on the pre-show chat that we do every week, or every time that we do a show.
Yeah.
And we came across some really weird things that happen on my Facebook line, because I'm part of so many different otaku little groups and sections.
Yeah.
We had it in which I logged in to find a load of ecchi, didn't I?
Yeah. And you were just sending it all to me.
Yeah.
And I was doing my best Naruto voice I could.
Sasuke.
Sasuke, I want your dick.
So look forward to that episode coming out, by the way.
That hurts my throat so bad every time I do it.
It's going to take us like weeks.
Right, I want you to quickly Google search something. Google search Dragon Ball Z full colour.
Right, I'm worried now.
No, it's a manga release and it looks amazing. They released the whole of Dragon Ball Z manga in full colour.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes. It's expensive though.
Well, like every week you can get the Naruto full colour.
Yeah.
Comes out. Full colour.
It looks
And
amazing.
it's nice.
I didn't know they released Naruto full colour.
Yep, it comes out like a week after. All the scanlations just get printed out.
Oh yeah.
It's classed as .5s.
Yeah. Oh, they actually look pretty cool as well.
I like them.
Oh yeah, 638.5. Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Oh
can
wow.
see. Just don't go to 6895.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm way ahead of where I am in the series. Oh god.
6895 is like, oh, you see something sexy.
But yeah, right. So as I was saying about collecting anime and manga in the UK,
Yeah.
as I said, we don't get a lot of shows that you get in America, and that sucks. Like, I wanted to buy Beck as one of them, and they only release that in a weird kind of set over here. In Japan, in America, you can buy the Funimation release of it, or you can buy the AMP release of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't we get that option? Why do we not get Funimation? We're probably the third biggest buyer of anime in the world, probably.
Probably. Like, I know quite a lot of people that do it.
But there's enough to make me happy, I guess. But it's more expensive here as well. I was going to buy, as I said, the Dragon Ball Z. I ordered the first volume the first season from America of the Orange Bricks, and it was £10 on Amazon, and you pay like £2.80 delivery. If you want to buy it from America, from England, it's £25. In my head, I was like, well, I'll just buy the American one and wait. But the thing is, it might get stopped at the post office, and you have to pay extra and shit like that.
It won't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully that goes all okay. But so yeah, I've started collecting anime and manga like heavily. Like pretty much all my wages every week are going towards it.
It's nice.
I love having a big bookshelf just full of shit. So, right, what other collectors we've done about that? Is there any anime that you really want on DVD or Blu-ray?
It's hard to say.
Like you said, you were looking at buying Kill la Kill. You would like a release of that. See,
but that's just me.
If we had done this podcast maybe 2 weeks ago, I would have said Clannad definitely. But then they released it in England like literally the other week.
Yeah.
I would really like another release of Dragon Ball Z over here. I would like the Orange Bricks, not these shitty English ones we have.
It won't happen though, because for some reason we're the dirty peasants.
We are the consoles. That's
Yeah.
the way to look at it. But I'm trying to think, is there anything else? There's a couple of things I wish we had over here, but we probably will get in the future. We're just waiting on it, really. I wish we would get things licensed quicker. It takes ages to get shows over here.
It's terrible, but you'll never see it. Like, for some reason, we get it in which there's always the stereotypes behind. You can. I think this is the thing that gets to most people. Over here, if you watch manga, no, you read manga or you watch anime, you seem to get a lot of bad stereotypes behind yourself.
Yeah, everyone thinks you're watching like tentacle porn.
Yeah, like
Straight.
when we were at college, we had a guy and he wouldn't watch it because he was like, "Oh, it's all hentai, it's all like tentacle rape," and I'm like, "No, not particularly."
To some people, it is. That's all they see. But most of them, though, you show them a good show, and they're like, "Oh, this is actually really good." It's just they're not willing to actually look at it.
But it just pisses me off of all the things.
There's some other things to get though, like video games. You'll see somebody like, "Why would you play video games? Are you a loser? Actually do something." And
then they go play COD.
Yeah, and it's like you realise you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
So, right, we've got our last topic on here. It's about piracy laws.
Yep.
We've touched on it a little bit. and we kind of done it last time we were on the show. We talked about Japan really trying to crank down on the piracy laws,
Yeah.
and you said they're really trying to clamp down now on manga scans.
Yeah, manga scans are being really forced down upon, and they're trying to stop you from getting it
Mm-hmm.
as much as they can. Like, the other way that people were going, okay, well, we won't have the manga scans as well, was pre-copies were sent out to shops
Mm-hmm.
about a day or two before they actually got released.
Oh, what? And they've
Um,
scanned it.
They've just scanned the English versions from that, and they've stopped that. They've actually made it so day of release is when, or the night before the day of the release they get sent out,
Yeah.
which sucks. Huge donkey balls, but
As I said, I'm not a massive fan of reading scans. I do it. Like, I will check a manga out, be like, oh yeah, this looks good. Maybe read 2 or 3 volumes of it. I know I read Rurouni Kenshin, all through scans.
Yeah.
Because at the time I didn't know I didn't know that it was as cheap as it was. Otherwise I would have bought it because I had the money at the time.
yeah,
But
it's terrible. Like, I don't want to be reading scans. I want to be helping support Kishimoto, bastard, and like the actual industry.
Yeah.
But I can't wait months upon months for
Yeah.
my manga.
Well, that's the thing. If we could get Shonen Jump over it, you wouldn't have the same problem.
No, like, if we got proper Shonen Jump every week down my local newspaper shop, I would
Yeah.
happily just go buy that. But we don't.
If you went into WH Smith's every week and there was just the new Shonen Jump in there,
Yeah,
that'd be
well,
awesome.
you get that with like DC Comics.
Yeah. It should be sold in the same way.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'd be happy to just do that. It would cost me.
How much would you
I
pay
would-
for it?
I'd happily pay about £4, something like that,
Yeah.
for a
Reasonably.
whole Shonen Jump. That's £4 of my weekly wage. Yeah, and it's a bit of a bitch. If it means that I'm supporting the artist,
Yeah.
it's the same as the reason why both of us use Crunchyroll.
Because it
Because it's-
helps.
Yeah, we want to support Funimation and all the other people around us.
Yeah.
Because,
And plus, it always looks better on Crunchyroll.
yeah,
The other day, for some reason, my Crunchyroll messed up and I couldn't watch Kuroko no Basuke, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just find some site and watch it, being a dickhead. And it looked shit. I was like, nope, not doing it. I'll wait. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I hated the fact the lines looked blurry. So I just waited, watched it the next day.
I think there's only one website that I use other than Crunchyroll
Mm-hmm.
to watch things, and that's Naruto Jet, because I've used it from a very
years, yeah.
yeah.
Well, because I started getting Crunchyroll, I just use that now. Because they release, it's weird the way they release it. It will come out in standard definition, and then like an hour later, HD will come out because obviously it takes longer to upload.
Yeah. See, it just comes out in HD straight away for
Mm.
Naruto Jet. Not that I say that Naruto Jet is a good idea for you to go watch.
No, watch it on Crunchyroll if you can, but
Support the artist.
like the good thing with Crunchyroll, you don't have to pay for it. You can get it for free. But you
You
can't
just have the ads.
Yeah, you get ads. The shows get released a week after, and you can never get dubs. So they're the 3 things you get if you don't pay. If you pay, and it's only £5 a month. It's not like a lot. That's £1.75 a week. That's not bad. And then you get it in HD 1080. You can get dubs. You can get it the day of release. Like I watched. Flipping hell, what was it? It released. Free External Summer. Eternal Summer. Or, I can't think how you fucking say it now.
Yeah.
I watched that the first episode of that day of release, and I was like, that's really cool. I like the fact that I could watch it the day it came out, literally just as it finished airing.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I want to be able to watch it. I'm really set in my way.
Mm.
That's why the whole issue with like the manga coming out, has really got to me most. As you've seen on Facebook on our anime chat, you just see me and I'm like, God damn it, my day is ruined.
I miss the days of just waiting until like 7 o'clock at night to watch Toonami and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Back when Naruto was Naruto instead of Shippuden, it was, oh look, it's out.
Yeah. You would come home each day. You'd come home each day from school or whatever and be like, Naruto's on. I'm watching this.
Yeah, and it was fun.
It was. Like, I'm not really a big fan of watching a show weekly because I don't like watching multiple shows at the same time, which is something I think you do quite a bit. You'll have like 3 shows you're watching. Can't do that. I watch one show and then I'll have Naruto and One Piece. Like, I hate having stories all interlaying with each other. Otherwise, I forget things, forget character names and stuff.
I get on with it because I'm used to having to watch different shows at the same time.
Yeah. I just thought of a topic actually. So we talk about what anime we watch. We've never really spoke about what games we play.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of boring with my games. I don't play console.
Yeah, you don't play any console games.
Yeah, I'm part of the PC gaming master race. You know.
I play both
down
because
with
I'm
the dirty, down with the dirty console gaming peasants.
I only use my console for 2 types of games. Well, 3 really. I play Call of Duty on there just because my friends all play it. I play FIFA on there and I play fighting games on there. And it's just because FIFA and fighting games, they don't really work very well on PC.
It's the same as like driving games. If you're going to play them, I'd rather play it on console. But yeah, I agree with you. I actually prefer COD though on PC.
Yeah, it is.
I like the shooting games for the mouse.
Yeah,
I have that more control, especially with the way that I have a really expensive mouse, which has high DPI, and then I have a DPI switch on it in which, if I'm sniping, I can lower down that DPI, so my mouse is not going everywhere.
When I first played COD 4 on PC, because I love COD 4. COD 4 is my favorite, one of my favorite games. I have on PlayStation on my main account. I have like 88 days playing time. So I decided I'd get it on PC. It was like 10 quid at the time on a Steam sale. Yeah. And I sucked at it so bad. I wasn't used to playing with a keyboard and mouse. I hadn't played for a while. And all I could do was snipe. So I was just using the M40 the whole game, sniping. And I was actually destroying people, so...
We have this discussion with Fox all the time, don't we?
Well, yeah, he thinks console's the only way to go.
The reason is, as I've spoken to him so many times about it, apparently he thinks that being on PC, everything's not going to work properly.
Yeah, he instantly associates it with hackers and glitches and shit.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, not really.
No, it's not. The people that think that are the people that haven't tried it, that's the thing.
Yeah. I have used it, and I've never really come across that many hackers.
No. I've not come across any. The only game I came across a little bit was Dark Souls.
Really?
Yeah, somebody had a life hack where they never died. But that was it.
See, I've had it in which in some games it has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, not really. And I'm pretty damn happy about that.
Yeah, so what games do you play, or what type of games do you play?
I play a lot of MMOs, and at the moment MOBAs as well.
What's MOBAs?
MOBAs are online. They're multiplayer online battle arenas.
Okay.
In which you get 3 lanes and you have to walk down it. Like League of Legends is a MOBA, Smite, things like that. I really like Smite. I've actually got in Smite, which is a lot harder than League. Just for the fact that you have to aim your abilities. Like if you want to attack somebody, you have to aim your shot.
Yeah. It's more skill based than it is just like how quick you can press buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that he really gets to me with is he won't watch it or he won't play PC games due to it being a possible, like, oh, he's got a better
Mouse, yeah.
mouse. I'm
Yeah.
screwed.
Well, that's the thing. You could do the same for console. You could play on a better TV. You could have a better control pad. You could have like a modded control pad, which
Yeah.
that screws people over. Although people instantly they're like, he has a better graphics card. His game's gonna be better. It's like no, it'll play the same. It'll just look different. It's
The thing that really like limits your play is how good your internet is.
true. But then that's the same for console as well.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
thought. Is I play on my PC,
Mm.
and I admit I have an amazingly good PC.
Hmm.
I've paid stupid amounts of money for it, and I actually have expensive peripherals to go with it.
Yeah. See, I don't pay much for my peripherals. I paid a lot for my actual computer, but
Yeah.
my keyboard and mouse were like from Japan, cheap.
Actually, my peripherals are my mouse was £60. This
That's
keypad
awesome. I love that thing.
is 110.
See, you could have bought like 6 anime series with that.
Yeah. Well, I got it for a birthday present, and
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm so happy because it's all clicky. I mean, my headset's expensive. I won't go into how much my headset is, as I cry. Ever Tim.
I love having a clicky mouse, like clicky keyboard.
Yeah, it's so nice to have that satisfying click because then you know the button's being pressed. If you don't know that button's being pressed, then you might screw up. And the other thing that I really recommend if you are going to go into PC gaming, get yourself an SSD memory card.
Yeah, that's true. And get a reasonably Get a reasonably big one. Oh,
Yeah.
sec.
I don't actually have a really big one. I have 125 gig, something like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't need anything more than that. It holds my WoW, and I then have a backup hard drive for everything else.
Yeah. Well, I have at the moment all I have on my SSD is just my operating system. I don't have anything else on there.
I have the other things on there because I would rather have the possibility of
Yeah.
something else happen.
Well, I remember you telling me you at one point all you had on there was your OS, and then you had WoW, which is
Yeah.
what you play the most. No, is WoW what you play the most?
Yeah, WoW is the thing that I play the absolute most, and is the thing that most people actually complain about. When you say, "Oh yeah, I play WoW,"
Yeah, they're like
And
they
they
call
go-
you a nerd instantly.
and I go, "Well, you play like COD all
Yeah,
the time."
I never got into. I've still never really. I've played Dota a little bit, not a lot though. But I never really got into WoW, League of Legends, and all that sort of games.
Well, the reason why I got into them was just due to my stepdad played WoW.
Yeah,
So I'd see him play it and I'd be like, oh my god, that looks so cool.
yeah,
And he'd be going home early because he'd have raids. And then you find out that he was playing with 40 people in like this one boss fight.
yeah.
And it sounded so cool. And then I played it and I was like, oh,
That's the
amazing.
thing. It does sound fun. I'm just. I don't want to pay a monthly subscription for it.
Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, I've played it for 10 years now.
Mm.
Nope. I just wish that they had have had, like Blizzard had have done what was it? The people that created Lord of the Rings Online
Okay.
had have done. Because Lord of the Rings Online had actually done this amazing thing where you paid for a lifetime subscription.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Which
what.
was so cool. You paid 120 quid and that was it. You're done.
That's what. If they did that, 120, 150, whatever their price is, you could do that, and then you never pay anything again. I'd do that.
And a couple of years later, the game went free.
Hmm.
Free to play for Lotro, in which what happened was you paid to unlock the quests and the areas that you
Yeah.
wanted, and you used turbine points. Now, as a lifetime subscriber, you got turbine points for free, and you got special like things which only lifetime subs got.
Yeah.
So I would have happily done that for a while, and I would have saved myself a bucket of money.
So that's the game type you play the most then, like MMOs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
See, I have never really got into the MMO scene. Never played it. And I want to as well. But the sort of games I play are... I play this a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, helps if I don't drop it. FIFA 14, there's no game in it because I play it all the time. I love FIFA. I play it pretty much all the time. Pretty good at it as well. Like I'm always quite high in the world rankings and stuff like that. I would say I play COD, but I don't. I only play it when friends want to play it.
Yeah.
When it first releases and all the people are playing it, I'll play it. But then after that, I kind of stop playing for a bit. Are you looking at your dog?
Yeah, my dog is looking at me because she made it up onto the bed with the duvet on her, and now it's come off her, and she's just looking at me a bit annoyed.
She's like, feed me, bitch.
Sasuke.
Sasuke. I play a bit of Battlefield, but the thing I
Yeah.
play mostly are fighting games, especially Japanese fighting games. Have you ever played Blaze Blue?
Yes, we used to play at college a lot.
That's a hard game. And it's a good game as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who I played. I played like the blob type character.
Because I bought that on PC. It's one of the only fighting games that come out on PC. That, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that really come out on Steam. I bought all three of them because they were on a Steam sale, like one of those. What do they call the quick sales on Steam?
Flash sales, I think.
Flash
it was.
sales. Yeah, there was a flash sale. There was fighting game flash sales. And they had those three games on sale, and it added up to about a tenner for all three of them. I bought them, and Blaze Blue was really fun. I really enjoyed playing that.
Well, like one of the things that I'm looking at buying, if I'm going to start playing, like fighting games, is the Razor. It's a piece of Razor equipment. I'm
Okay.
trying to find it, and it's so cool. It's called the Aatrox.
I don't know what that is.
I'll send you a link.
I was going to say I'll quickly Google it. It's called H-Rocks.
I've got it there. Send
Oh.
that link
Okay.
in the description below.
I'm just gonna
Just
go-
because it's so cool looking.
For some reason, Right Stuff automatically opened on my computer. I don't know why. Razor Artox. I don't have that one, but I have something similar to that. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. One sec.
I just realised this is going to be like a 2-hour.
Yeah. So whenever
Yeah.
I'm playing fighting games, I use this. It's really dusty because I haven't played anything in ages.
Yeah, well, the reason why I go for that is because it's Razer.
Yeah.
I've used Razer equipment and I found it's the best out there.
Well, this is the PlayStation one. It works for PlayStation, but it actually works for everything. So, the thing I love about it the most is how clicky this is. Like you can probably hear it. It's so clicky and I love it. And it was like £5. It was on some sale.
Really?
Yeah, from in game they were selling them cheap. And whenever I'm playing like Tekken or whatever, this is what I use. Clicky buttons. Yeah.
Well,
So as
you
you
want
said-
that click again, don't you?
Yeah, especially with this because you can't like when you play fighting games. Because I play on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So when you play, you use these. You don't use the analog stick because you
Yeah.
can get the direct button of what you want to click. So on one of these, you can click anywhere, but it only makes the click sound if you go to the right direction. If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
if you don't hear the click sound, you're not pushing in the right direction. So it's really useful.
See,
But, carry on.
I just need that, like, I need to know it works.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't hear the click, I know that I don't know if I pushed the button in, if it's not working on there. I'm just really upset because the Aatrox actually, I was going to go for a PS4.
Yeah.
If I was going to buy a dirty console, I would buy a PS4.
I
But
still need to buy a PS4.
the Aatrox is not compatible with PS4s.
Well, yeah, they. I don't think anything Razer is. I don't think the headset is either.
I think one of their headsets are compatible.
I don't know.
I want to get their wearable equipment. Have you seen them?
Their clothes stuff.
No, they've actually got a Naboo wristwatch coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the beta list for it.
Did you see the iPhone release?
It's just a bigger screen.
Yep, that's all that they changed. They changed nothing.
Hey guys, look, bigger screen.
Yeah, they were like, basically, this is a phone that you could have got if you had an Android from 2010, but here it is.
Yeah.
But you were saying about headphones, right? I bought these, and I think you had the same pair, and you didn't like them. The Turtle Beach P11s. They are so.
No, I didn't. I didn't get the P11s.
What did you have?
I had like the XP300s, which were £100.
Oh, these ones are only like 20. They're just cheap ones for when I'm playing.
Turtle Beach, I will never use them again.
They're not very good, are they? But then you can't really get good. You can't really get good headsets for a decent price for PlayStation.
I'll just use this, my Steel Series headset, because it uses a USB system or anything like that.
Because I want to get a pair of Astros, but they are beyond expensive.
They're like £150 for the Astro A40s.
Yeah.
And those were the only ones that I'd buy. I wouldn't go for the A50s.
Nah, no point. But my friend had a set. He had 2 sets for some reason.
Yeah.
And they were good, and the microphone's really good on them as well.
If he's got 2 sets, then why doesn't he just give one to you?
I don't know. I tried to buy them off him, but he was unwilling to do it.
I would want one.
I think he had 2 PlayStations for some reason, and he had one in each. Yeah, I went round his house to play. We done a 24-hour COD marathon.
Yeah. And
we both had a set on and everything. It was so pathetic. We both sat next to each other talking over microphones and headsets.
It's terrible.
We were both sound whoring and everything, so we had to have our headsets on.
Well, the thing is that makes me laugh. I bought these. These were £100, and they're amazing. I've told you all the specs on them.
Yeah.
You go to Razer, they're like flagship headset, which is the Tiamat 7.1. Same as these is a 7.1 surround sound.
These are
with a cushiony band like this one.
Yeah.
But theirs is £179.
Just because it's Razer.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know I'm a Razer fanboy, but I'll go for a pair of these any day.
Which ones did you prefer?
I bought the Elites. These ones.
No, I meant out of the Razer headsets, because you get the green ones and you get the black ones, don't you?
Yeah, well, the Tiamat only comes in black. It's so bad. Like, you've got that. They've just released a load of new sets. So, you've got the Neon series on the Kraken.
I was going to say, it's the Razer Kraken is the one I'm thinking of right now. They look okay.
Yeah, but I wanted something that I could plug in with USB over anything else.
Yeah.
I was even looking at the Black Sharks. I quite like the look of the Black Sharks.
Well, that's what these are. These are USB 7.1.
Yeah.
I was really, really surprised by how good these are, because they were cheap. And they were from Japan. I buy a lot of shit from Japan, just because they sell stuff that's really good for really cheap. And this is one of them. 7.1 surround sound. The microphone's shit on it, so, but they look kind of cool, and they're really sturdy. Like they don't have a lot of flex to them a lot, but they're really really strong.
Well, I told you about my old headset, didn't I? The Plantronics.
What your
Games
cable
box.
got like?
My cable got shredded, and finally they went in the end. But they lasted me like 2 years of heavy use.
Yeah, that's the thing. I used to wear my headset a lot, but I don't bother anymore because I have quite a good speaker system. So
See, I don't, and that's why I have my cable. And I'm really glad that with the Elite, you get like, what was it, 3-4 meters worth of
yeah, mine's a 3 meter cable, but because I wanted one basically that was long enough that I could sit back there on the sofa and play, and you can't. It's just not long enough. You have to like lean forward.
See, I can reach the other side of my room with this cable. It's so big.
Yeah. Right, so we've just gone over 2 hours, so I think we'll wrap it up pretty soon.
I think wrapping it up is a good idea.
Yeah, so remind me of what show it was you gave me. It was Kill la Kill, right?
Yeah, you get Kill la Kill.
And what did I give you?
You didn't give me one in the end.
I swear I gave you something. It was really epic.
You did actually.
Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
you
on
have,
my list.
once you finish Tsabusa Chronicles, you have to watch Black Lagoon, and I'll finish Kuroko no Basuke tonight, in the hour I have before midnight, and then I'll start watching your show.
I think nice meeting you all, and it'll be great to speak to you again. Please leave comments in the, down below on anything else you want. If you want the show shortened at all, if 2 hours is not, if it's too long for you, tell us, and what we'll do is we'll do an after show in which we go into a less formal.
Yeah.
We'll do like a really formal show.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to the next. Yeah. Which will be a nice aspect.
Yeah. So make to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Go over to Temeth's channel. Give him your channel name.
If you just type in Temeth TV,
it'll come up.
It'll come up. It's actually Betrayal Temeth at the moment.
Yeah.
I think. Something like that.
I'm over here at the Deadly Tikka from Curry House Productions. This has been Otaku Gathering episode 2. See you later, I guess.
See ya.
See you later, chaps.